Scanning the skies for the best DJI drone? Whether you're a novice pilot or a seasoned flyer, this list will help you get off the ground. A proven ace among drone makers, DJI has flying machines for every kind of aerial videographer. And because we've tested all of them, this guide is sure to help you land on the ideal DJI drone for your needs. In this video, I will share with you some awesome best DJI drone in 2024. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these DJI drone, you can check out the links in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. DJI Mini4 Pro. The best DJI drone sub 250 grams. The DJI Mini4 Pro builds on the qualities of the Mini3 Pro to become the new benchmark for what sub 250 grams drones can deliver. One aspect of the Mini4 Pro that can't be ignored, though, is that despite being the closest mini-series drone to the DJI Mavic 3 models and the DJI Air3 in terms of flight and safety features, and some camera functionality, it's more of an incremental update over the Mini3 Pro than a radical upgrade. It looks remarkably similar, performs pretty much identically in flight, and even uses the same impressive 1/1.3-inch sensor. And for current Mini3 Pro owners, there could be a sense of frustration, as many of the camera upgrades could likely have been delivered via firmware updates. This begs the question, if you're a Mini3 Pro owner, should you upgrade? And the simple if unhelpful answer is that only you can decide, with a little help from our DJI Mini4 Pro vs Mini3 Pro article. The Mini3 Pro remains a fantastic drone, despite not being quite as robustly featured as the Mini4 Pro. But if you're upgrading from an older model, or coming to the Mini series for the first time, the Mini4 Pro is an excellent choice. Whether you're a professional drone pilot using the Mini4 Pro as a second drone who can benefit from the D-Log-M video color consistency with your Mavic 3, or an enthusiast looking for something small and lightweight, the Mini4 Pro is undoubtedly the best sub 250G drone available. Number 2. DJI Mini3. Best DJI drone for beginners. If you don't need the reassurance of collision avoidance, the Mini3 is the best budget drone you can buy. Small, lightweight and more affordable than the Mini3 Pro, it delivers identical image quality to its costlier sibling. Provided you're confident to navigate in-flight obstacles without automated assistance, it's a high-quality drone capable of capturing excellent JPEG and RAW stills, as well as 4K video at up to 30 FPS. Helpfully, its 12-megapixel sensor can also rotate to shoot in portrait. A lack of log profiles limits its appeal to professionals, while the absence of subject tracking marks another downgrade from the Pro version. That said, the Mini3 still features quick shots, which allow beginners to capture cinematic footage using automated flight paths. We found it an easy drone to pilot with the optional controller, with downward vision sensors and GPS to help with hovering. Stepping up to the Mavic 3 Classic would yield better image quality and increased stability in windy conditions, but with decent real-world flight times of 25 minutes, the Mini3 ticks all the key boxes for budget buyers. Number 3. DJI Mavic 3 Pro. Best DJI drone for aerial photography. DJI's new flagship is the first consumer drone with 3 cameras. This is 2 more than most pilots need. But if you're an aerial photographer or videographer in search of the most versatile drone on the market, the results of our testing suggest the Mavic 3 Pro is the premium pick for you. In our review, we found the image quality of the main 24mm 4/3 camera, the same one used by the Mavic 3 Classic, below, the best. It's also the winner in terms of adjustable aperture, formats and frame rates. That said, both telephoto cameras produce excellent images, and the option to zoom in 3x and 7x is fantastically useful in a range of scenarios. Despite being a pro drone, we found the Mavic 3 Pro incredibly easy to fly, aided by excellent safety features that make it accessible to all users. That said, its pro-tier video modes, as well as its price tag, make it overkill for beginners. Its weight also puts it into the restrictive C2 European drone category. But if you want a top-spec drone that's more portable and less expensive than the Inspire 3, the Mavic 3 offers it all, plus 2 telephotos. Number 4. DJI Air3. Best DJI drone for all-rounders. With dual cameras and improved wind resistance, the DJI Air3 represents a significant upgrade over the already capable Air 2s from 2021. A 720 grams takeoff weight puts the Air 3 in Europe's C1 category, meaning it's subject to more restrictions than the sub-250 grams drones in this list. But you also get a lot of benefits for the extra baggage, including a generous 46-minute flight time. In testing, we found image quality class-leading, as we've come to expect from DJI. Fixed apertures aren't helpful for users of ND filters, but we found that the 3x zoom lens allows you to work at a safe and legal distance from subjects, a particularly useful feature if you're recording wildlife. Because the DJI Air 3 is a big drone, many novices will find the Mini3 more manageable. That said, we think beginners will have no issue piloting the Air 3, thanks to its easy interface and useful safety features. As a middle ground between the more affordable Mini3 Pro and the highly capable Mavic 3 Pro, it makes a lot of sense. Number 5. DJI FPV. Best DJI drone to learn pilot skills. The DJI FPV is an intriguing new breed of drone. FPV, or first-person view drones are fast, fun and offer the most immersive flying experience possible, thanks to the inclusion of video goggles that give you a bird's-eye view from the sky. The trouble is, they're usually custom or self-built and not the easiest drones to fly, until now. Thanks to DJI, anyone with a fair amount of pocket money to spend can now experience the exciting world of FPV drones with the DJI FPV. That means it's a great beginner drone for aspiring FPV drone flyers. It's a huge amount of fun to fly, but how long will the novelty last? And is it as compelling as other drones like the DJI Mavic series? The DJI FPV is mainly aimed at shooting immersive FPV 4K video, and there is the ability to shoot still images at a basic level, but you certainly shouldn't buy this drone for that reason. The advantage of shooting video with an FPV drone is that you can achieve the exhilarating first-person view that almost makes the viewer feel like they're flying. The DJI FPV is capable of shooting 4K video up to 60 fps and can also shoot 1080p at 120 fps, which for the most part looks great. But even with lens correction turned on, the camera still captures the front propellers in video and stills. Another negative is that the battery only lasts for around 10 minutes in real-world situations, so you have to shoot fast. Number 6. DJI Avada. Best DJI drone for speed. The new DJI Avada, at 410 grams. The Avada is half the weight of its predecessor, and this smaller and more nimble design also sports a better camera. Depending on what bundle you buy, you can also get it with the latest DJI goggles too. The DJI Avada is a better considered and more sedate entry to the world of FPV flying than its predecessor, but it falls into a space between camera drones and FPV hardware that might not satisfy either objective as effectively as more dedicated solutions. For those that don't get motion sick and have the open spaces to let the Avada off its leash, then it can be a blast to fly, but getting this experience also comes with a significant investment. Number 7. DJI Inspire 3. Best DJI drone for pros. The DJI Inspire 3 is a powerful drone with precise control, aimed at professional filmmakers, with further use cases including commercial inspections and surveying. Image quality from the full-frame sensor and interchangeable lenses is fantastic, and blows smaller drone models out of the water. One of the most impressive features is the new full-frame Zenmuse X9 8K Air gimbal camera that's included in the kit. This delivers the option to shoot in full frame, 35mm or Super 35 in 8K up to 75 fps in ProRes RAW, or 8K up to 25 fps Cinema DNG, as well as 4K at up to 120 fps in all but the Cinema DNG codec, which tops out at 100 fps in 4K. You can also shoot photos in RAW and JPEG, and take advantage of up to 14 stops of dynamic range for both stills and video.